I am Sam. I am your mascot, a symbol of your government, that innovation you have fearlessly created. I encourage you to call me Uncle and think of me with love, although we aren't actually related. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Devices turned off? Good. And if someone is sitting behind you, kindly remove your hat. It's only polite. Observe. Nothing in here. See? It's empty. I was once the people's hero. How everyone admired me. I was mighty. I was rich beyond all reason. But now I've lost your adoration. I cannot pay my bills. It's a cold and dismal winter season. But enough about me and my problems. I'd like to introduce you to my assistants. Like me, they will be appearing before you in corporeal form. May I present the luminous Libby and the judicious Justine.
Sam, are you whining again?
Oh, Justine, let him whine. Don't let him complain if he wants. It's cathartic.
However ill-advised.
Sorry.
We are here to ensure that liberty is bestowed upon yourselves and your posterity in the land of the Star-Spangled Banner, and that justice is administered in a civilized and equitable manner. We're concerned about the budget. We're studying the income tax. We're expecting that the process needs correction. We think it could be more efficient, more friendly, and more fair. So we will now conduct a full inspection.
We really need some expert help with this. Someone who understands the subtleties of finance. Not, I'm afraid, my strong suit.
And I'll raise you 50.
Yes, it's him.
Nice to see you too, Justine. And Libby, you're looking as lovely as ever.
Get over it.
Can we please try and stay focused?
Remember, Sam, we are not here to meddle with human affairs. We're just observing.
Don't lecture me, Justine. I know the rules.
You conjured me away from a great poker hand. All diamonds.
Sorry, what are you calling yourself these days?
Call me Nick.
Nick? What kind of a name is that?
A contemporary name. An American name. A name that rolls trippingly off the English-speaking tongue. Much easier to say than Njord or Yakatekutli. And it reminds these people of a certain jolly old man bearing gifts. We must be willing to change, to adapt and grow. Move right along with the pulse and the flow. And advances in technology and revisions in mythology. 'Cause there just isn't time to be slow.
We are here to serve the people. We must ensure that government is representing the will of the population. As we face this noble institution of a free and fair and just and strong and prosperous nation. Oh, a strong and prosperous nation. A prosperous nation.
What is this rat hole?
We're in the basement of the Federal Building in Manhattan.
You're not living here.
Well, for the moment, yes.
Are there vermin?
This is New York.
And we're here because...
I always spend the winter holidays in Manhattan. Oh, you mean our assignment. We're looking at the IRS to see if they're doing a good job collecting taxes.
Hey, if there's a way to trim fat from government, I'm all for it.
We need to make sure the taxpayers are being advised of their rights.
And allowed to make free choices.
My thinking is if the IRS experience is a pleasant one, then people won't mind so much if they have to raise taxes.
Whoa, who's talking about raising taxes?
Well, the government needs more money. It has to come from somewhere.
But that's insane. Businesses are already having a rough time competing in a global economy.
Don't distract me. Ready?
Are you divorced?
Yes.
I see your daughter is 19. Is she a full-time student?
Yes, at City College.
And does your ex-wife pay child support?
Does my... no. No, she doesn't.
Do you have any foreign bank accounts?
No, most assuredly not.
And did you make any large gifts during the tax year?
What, do I look like Santa Claus?
My hero.
Please answer the question, did you make any large gifts?
No.
What's your occupation, Mr. Shapiro?
There's no need to be so formal. Call me Harvey. I'm an actor.
I don't see any income from acting, just expenses. And you have a Schedule C showing income as a taxi driver.
Sounds like this guy is cheating.
Just listen.
Yeah, I drive a cab. That's what you might call my day job. Here, I brought you my receipts so you can see it's all legit. And I have a spreadsheet. Like you see, I lost money last year. There hasn't been a lot of funding for the arts. It's a lingering effect of the recession.
Then your primary occupation is taxi driving.
No, that's just temporary. I'm putting my daughter through college.
We're only talking about the specific year.
Acting is my primary occupation every year.
Do you have any acting jobs now?
I'm in a neighborhood production of Hamlet.
Did you get paid for that?
No, but I couldn't pass up the chance to play Polonius.
Not Hamlet's uncle.
No, Ophelia's father. He's the one who's always spouting aphorisms.
Such as,
Beware of entrance to a quarrel, but being in it, bear it that the opposed may beware of thee.
So tell me about your workday as a taxi driver.
You gotta understand, that's not what I really do. All I do every day is think about acting. I rehearse my lines in my head while I'm driving.
Right now, the taxi job is what I need to hear about.
Okay, all right. No, but there's nothing to say. I get a call from my dispatcher, I pick up a fare. I take the folks where they want to go, the Guggenheim or a Broadway show. They pay me to drive. I take the folks any place they say, LaGuardia, maybe JFK. You see, that's how I survive. The stage is what fills my heart. I live and breathe for dramatic art. I know that my luck will be changing soon, but I drive while I'm waiting for a part.
Tell me more about the taxi business.
I just need one good audition and I'll be working again.
Mr. Shapiro.
Harvey, I've performed in a lot of shows. Acting work kind of ebbs and flows. No parts, so I drive. Just think of it as my 9 to 5. It pays the rent and I stay alive. You see, that's how I survive. The stage is what feeds my soul, my destiny and my only goal. My fortune will change in the coming year, but I drive while I'm waiting for a role.
None of this changes the fact that our classifications are based on income.
But I'm an actor. How can I convince you? Pretty soon I'll be on my feet. Here I come, 42nd Street. Back on stage where I belong.
Are they just going to argue about nonsense? If the government needs money so badly, somebody should turn up the heat in there.
But the government can't afford to turn up the heat.
Sam, it's a metaphor. It means to increase the discomfort factor.
Right. I knew that. But look at this guy. He's not hiding a boatload of money in the Cayman Islands.
Sam, he's an actor, trained in the art of deception. But there's a way to make sure it goes badly for him. All you need to do is put the idea in her head.
Nick, will you shut up? You know the rules. He can't do that.
Sure he can. What good is your power if you don't use it? If you want the government to have more income, you got to put the squeeze on guys like him. Go ahead. It'll make you feel virile.
Virile.
Bad idea, Sammy.
So, you'll put that in your report, right? That I'm an actor. That I'm an actor.
Already explained that we consider you a taxi driver.
Yeah, but I'm an actor. But I'll prove it to you. Look at my old tax returns. Huh? There must be some in your computer system. There's lots of years when I had an income from acting.
I only have access to the year under audit.
Well, I've got some at home, huh? 10 years worth at least. I'll bring them in and you'll see that I had an income from acting.
No, I don't really...
No, I don't know how else to convince you.
This really isn't necessary.
I insist.
Well, it's your funeral. But only 3 years, and I want you back here at the day after tomorrow, before the end of the year.
You got it.
Sam, what have you done?
But I didn't do anything.
You took your hat off. I saw you.
Well, I was just scratching my head.
Maybe you have lice.
You interfered with that man's destiny.
A few days later, I stopped by Sam's pestilential basement for a game of checkers. Sam pours me a shot of cheap gin. I wish you'd learn how to play chess. It's much more interesting.
It's un-American, all those kings and queens.
I suppose we could rename the chess pieces. The president, the first lady.
You could call them Prancer, Dancer, and Blitzen, and it would still be almost as complicated as this job. No thanks. I can't concentrate on this game. I should get back to work.
You're such a bore. Fix me another drink, will you? Sam, buddy, are you really serious about this tax increase thing?
Don't try and talk me out of it.
Hey, you're the boss. But can I give you some advice?
Well, that's what you're here for.
Maybe the answer isn't more income. Maybe it's less spending. You could outsource a lot of stuff.
You mean outsource the American government?
Sure, why not?
Well, then it wouldn't be the American government.
Sammy, you gotta update your thinking. Embrace change. Look for an easier way. I'd like a little island that offers an incentive to someone who's inventive. I'll be right down. A village in the tropics, no taxes there to bleed me, no unions to impede me. I'll buy the town and the open waters. That's where I'll put my money. I'll have a little fun, cavorting with the ladies and relaxing in the sun.
Sunshine, laughter, music, rum, lazy, easy, happy come. Sunshine, laughter, music, rum, lazy, easy, happy come.
I like a happy worker, give me a hungry peasant whose life has been unpleasant. I'll treat him nice. A day off every Sunday, a worker who is loyal and lives on foreign soil for half the price. And the open waters, that's where the days are sunny. I'll take a little nap. I'll doze off in the sunshine with my head in someone's lap. I'll just smoke my cigar and sit on the beach, drinking rum while all my profits compound. I can't live like a king, far away from these rules that drive good businesses into the ground. Your payroll's astronomic, you gotta think more global. Don't be so goddamn noble, it doesn't pay. You gotta stop the bleeding, don't dig yourself in deeper. Just go where things are cheaper, that's what I say. And the open waters, that's where the life is easy, doing what I please, away from chilly winters in the balmy island breeze. And
go back to watching the IRS.
Mr. Shapiro, these tax returns show you had losses from acting for the last 3 years in a row. Will you give up acting if you keep losing money?
Well, I suppose at some point I'd have to. You know, my daughter just started college, and I hear they're cutting financial aid. I mean, I stopped trying to have a career as a professional actor. I would still do community theater.
So you wouldn't really give up acting? Mr. Shapiro, are you familiar with the hobby loss rule?
Sorry?
When an activity, such as your acting, loses money for 3 or more years out of 5, well, tax law presumes the activity is a hobby rather than a for-profit business. This means that losses from your activity can't be deducted.
So you would say that my acting is a hobby?
Rather than a business enterprise, yes.
A hobby? Now that's insulting. I've been a professional actor since I was in my teens. It's just been slow lately.
Nevertheless, tax law presumes your acting activity isn't carried on for profit.
Well, I guess this must have some financial implications. I get the insult loud and clear. What's the injury?
Well, if we classify your acting as a hobby, then you can't use your losses from acting to offset other income. You'll owe some additional taxes, and I'll have to disallow your deductions from all the years that show losses, so there will be substantial interest and penalties. Here, I've done the calculations.
Holy moly! That's an awfully big number.
Well, if you agree, just sign here.
No. I don't think I can sign that. It's not just the money which I can't afford and which I don't think I owe. It's like, it'd be like saying that I'm not really an actor. You know, that I'm just consenting to let you define me as a cab driver. Not that there's anything wrong with being a cab driver, but you have got to understand, acting is my life. That and my daughter, that's all I've got.
Now he's playing the sympathy card.
Mr. Shapiro, the presumption is rebuttable.
Rebuttable? What a great word. Rebuttable, what's it mean?
What's with this woman? Why did she tell him that? Whose side is she on?
Shh, she's a public servant.
You can overcome the presumption.
How would I do that?
You just have to show me evidence that proves you had a profit motive.
I don't believe this. She's telling him to come up with arguments against the government. How can you allow that?
It's his right as a taxpayer.
Right, she might.
My manager won't like it, but I'll give you till next week.
That's next year. Hey, it's past lunch. Can I get you a sandwich? There's this place around the corner that makes the best pastrami in New York.
I'm afraid I have to decline.
Right. Can't be seen cavorting with the enemy.
Happy New Year.
It's New Year's Eve. Office manager Carmen gives an office party for the staff.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy
Good night. Good night. Thanks for helping me clean up, Lottie. Want to help me finish off the champagne?
Oh, no thanks. I have to stay and get some work done.
Are you crazy? It's New Year's Eve.
I'm just so far behind.
Well, see if you can get rid of that hobby loss case.
Oh, you mean the actor?
I mean the cabbie.
You know, I went to see him in Hamlet.
You need to get a life.
No, it was fun. I've forgotten how much I enjoyed theater.
Aren't you compromising your objectivity?
Of course not. I just went to see a play.
Oh, Mama! And which one of the actors is the taxpayer you're auditing? Be careful, Lottie.
Oh, don't worry. Hey, Carmen, when you have a minute to yourself, what do?
Read a mystery or go to a jazz club. Good night, Lottie. Don't stay up too late.
Happy New Year, Carmen. Where would we be without our books and music, our poetry, our painting, our ballet? How can I judge if someone is an artist, although the rules and regulations say It doesn't count unless you make it pay. It's New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve. I could go out and dance till 12 or 1 or 2. Ring out the old, ring in the new, but no, that isn't what I do. I'll stay right here. I'll skip the sparkle and the glitter and the cheer. I'll carry on, embedded in my ways, through all these frigid winter days. What is this force, this energy, this longing, the spark that draws an actor to the stage? What is this need to bear themselves before us, remove the mask and strut and fret and rage? It isn't for some numbers on a page. It's New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve. I could go out and dance till 1 or 2 or 3. For this one night be fancy free, but no, that really isn't me. I'll stay right here. I'll skip the sparkle and the glitter and the cheer. I'll soldier on